Welcome back everyone to GH Plays, and today we're back with another video, but this time for Tapping Legends Final. And in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get loads of taps, or what is the best ways to get taps. So before we do move on, make sure to subscribe and like, comment down below any tips that I might have missed, and also any suggestions, and let's actually begin. So if you guys don't know what taps are and are new to this game, taps is one of the main currency you need to, like, progress in the game, get stronger and all that kind of stuff. And how do you get that? So obviously the first way is obviously just by clicking your screen. So if you see when I click my screen, you guys will see I got 106.4 million. I will obviously show you guys how to increase that and stuff like that as well. So yeah, 106.4 million. So that's obviously the way you do it, just by clicking your screen, just like that. Also, there is, where my mouse is, a free auto, which is literally free for everyone. You can get, and obviously once, if you look on the left hand side, it's at 7.55 billion. And if I turn it on, you guys will see it will be going up. It is obviously the free, so it's not as fast. It will be like clicking, but it's not going to be a fast paced click, but it is free and it actually does help. Like, I will show you guys that I am actually free to play. So this free to play status is yes, and I've done all these. That I got 3k. I do have 3k rebirths, and so that's obviously one way, the free one, and just clicking your screen. So that's obviously probably the best way to do it. And well, yeah. And the way you can increase your taps as well is actually by getting pets. So actually, before we move on to the pets, the other thing is world. So depending on what world you are, you'll get a world boost. So because I'm at spawn, I get a times 1. So let's just remember this. I get 106 million because I'm in the first world, which is spawn. If I go to the best world in the game as of right now, I get 957 million. So you guys can actually see the difference there, and it's a times 9 as well. So make sure, if you're going to AFK, go to your best sword, because you get a multiplier there as well, which is actually pretty cool. So now let's actually go over to pets. Pets actually do play a massive role, because for example, I have these are not my best pets, but I've not even I've hatched toy pets, but only for a bit. I need to hatch them, but I just can't be asked. But yeah, so yeah, as you guys can see, pets play a massive role. So if I remove a pet, you guys see I click and I get 798 million. But if I equip the pet back, 957. So you guys can see a 200 million difference. So make sure you're always hatching the best pet possible, and just hatching them, turning them gold. The way you turn pets gold, so to turn them gold, you go over to Leafy Woods, which you'll see literally on the teleport, a golden machine, so golden bar. That's how you turn them gold. And I believe you need. Do you know what, let me go check for you guys how much you actually need, because I actually don't know. Because I think so you need 8 pets to make 1 gold. You can obviously, risk it, but then you get like a percentage. And yeah, so that is up to you. 8% is, 8 pets is basically 100%. So yeah, that's how you make them gold. And to make them diamond, you need to go to deep ocean, and it's the same thing over there as this one. Yeah, same thing. 8 pets to make it diamond. 8 golden pets. So don't forget that. 8 golden pets to make it diamond. So yeah, that's obviously that way. And one thing I will say is, if you are obviously, like, say you just started the game out, you're in the last one, I would not say don't focus heavily on pets. Try get a decent team. Try get, like, say if you're on Blossom Island, and you're like, oh, you still have more worlds to go, obviously, because toy world is the best. Don't try focusing on getting the last 2 pairs. Just focus on getting a decent team, because this is why I just focus on getting a decent team and just progressing through. And once you get to the last world, which whatever it may be for you guys, obviously for right now is the toy world. That's when you can obviously just AFK hatch for like days and days and days, and try get, the best pet in the whole game, stuff like that. So just remember that, get your pets, but don't, just focus on pets, because then you could be losing out on other things as well. Because at the end of the day, you could get a pet from a world, but then you're going to go to the next world and it's going to get replaced with a brand new pet in the same day. So don't want to waste your time on that. So that's obviously that. Now let's actually go over to rebirthing. So once in this game, you can actually rebirth. So if you press, if obviously I'll actually do it like this. So go to your backpack on the right and go to this, the rebirth sign, and here it is. You can obviously press R as well if you are on PC or laptop. So as you guys can see, it says spend taps and rubies to rebirth. Now, to rebirth, it does require rubies. Rubies are just basically these breakables over here. Just break them, and you get a bunch of rubies, and that's what you need. But these can actually increase your tap. So obviously, if I show you guys an example, I do 957.7 M. So I'll write that 957.7 M. Right? Where's my mouse? 957 point. Yep, that's how much I do right now. If I obviously rebirth, you guys will see a difference. So click 967.5. So as you guys can see, a an increase already. And yeah, so make sure to keep rebirthing. One thing I will say, yeah, so that's obviously that. So you do get an increase on your taps when you rebirth. So make sure to rebirth because it's just gonna help you out. You could be doing, millions and billions and trillions of taps um as more you rebirth. Because I'm almost literally I'm at 3,000 rebirths and I'm almost at 1 billion click per tap. So um well 1 billion tap per click that way. Yeah, so make sure to always rebirth. And now let's actually go over to upgrades. So if you guys look over here, you guys will see you get something with this. So you get obviously this little green. This is the rebirth sign, and then this is another currency with the rebirth, and you guys can see they are the same. So what basically, so this is the rebirth. That's on rebirth. This is your upgrade currency for the upgrading on the rebirth section. So if you go into rebirth, and you see these two arrows over here. This is upgrades, and you click on it. You guys can see, more skips, more rubies, efficiency, extra luck. The one thing I will say is to actually upgrade is more skips, more actually basically all of them really, but more skips is very helpful. This, as you guys see, this is max upgrade because the more skip basically is I can do 30 rebirth at a time, which it means I go up by 30 every single time. The reason why is because if you didn't upgrade it to the max, and if I say stuck to like 10, I'll do 10 rebirths at a time, but all the taps I got after that would not count because the limit is literally 10. So yeah, I'm missing out on what if I had like 10 skips, I'm missing out on 20 other rebirths as well, which is obviously going to lower the tap percentage upgrade as well at the same time. So yeah, so make sure you guys are obviously doing that. Rubies as well helps you rebirth as well, so make sure you do that as well. Efficiency boost your tap multiplier from rebirths. That's actually very good as well. And luck is also going to help with pets to get more taps, so make sure you do that as well. And obviously the other thing is with upgrades. Another part of the upgrade is if you go over to spawn, go over to this thing over here, and let's just quickly run over there. There is another upgrade which does require taps, and some rubies. So you can see upgrades over here. Go over to taps. You guys can see you can get more taps just by upgrading with your clicks. So they do get expensive. So this one is boost your tap gain by 1% per upgrade rank. Yeah, special tap, which is rare taps by 2% per upgrade rank. Special power, boost your tap multiplier for rare taps from rare taps by 5%, and critical is the damage multiplier for breakables, which is actually very good as well to get more rubies. So make sure you guys are doing that. And there's also rubies as well, which is better damage, pick up, fortune, and stuff like that, which is actually very good as well. So make sure you do it. You basically upgrade everything because it all ties into you getting more taps. So yeah, that's obviously that. Throughout obviously the worlds, there are rare like special upgrades I'll call it, or like really good upgrades. What are they actually called? Yeah, special. They're actually called special upgrades. So the special upgrades. So if I go over here, I believe this one. So these actually cost your rebirth currency. So this blue thing over here, that's what they cost, and they are not cheap. They're going to be like in the 200, 500s. I think in the toy world, I mean, I'll show you. Obviously, I'm going to guess. I think this was like 100, 200 around. This was more rubies. This one was to hatch golden pets right from the egg, and I think you get a 2%. Oh, I don't know. Was it a 2%? Maybe yeah, probably wasn't 2%, but make sure. So there's obviously that, and then obviously every single world has them. I think one of them is actually, if it's not that, it might be this one. One of them was actually no, what's this? Oh, this is yeah, I need to get that. So that's obviously the egg over there. I think one of them was actually was it deep ocean? Was it an extra pet equip, which is actually very, very good. That's the enchant. Oh, I need to talk about enchants actually. I forgot about that. Damn. So yeah, somewhere along the line there is actually more an extra pet equip. Make sure you get that as well. So yeah, those are everything to do with the upgrade and stuff like that. So yeah, now let's actually go over to enchants, which I actually kind of forget about. If you go over to your inventory, go all the way to the bottom, you guys can see enchants. Actually, do you know what? Let me actually show you um in the index to show you guys all the enchants you can get because I don't have every single one. So if I go over to items, scroll all the way down, you guys see enchants over here. These enchants can do all sorts of things like damage and rubies, and then they get increased in tax by 30%, egg luck, all sorts of things. And the way you get them is actually from breakables. And when you do break them, you have a chance for a enchant box to drop, and then you open the box and you can get any enchant that there is. But if you do get them, make sure you open them. And if you do get something like taps, equip it. And if you're trying to open these, if you're trying to open eggs, equip this one, the egg luck. And yeah, and don't forget, you can always in the last world combine your enchants together to get this next variant. So if I use this, if I did this is a tier one. If I had three of these, I can get to a tier two. So that's obviously that. So make sure you do those enchants as well, which is actually very, very good for you. Um, let's go over little other little things like like your boost, your items, and your potions. So there's loads of things you can get like this one over the banana gives you more taps. This one gives you egg luck. So basically, everything here that you see right now will help you get more taps, even if it's just giving you that extra luck to get a better pet. Get more taps in general. Do more damage for the rubies because then you can rebirth, which will gain you more taps. Um, increase rare breakable chance by 10%. That just basically means more drops. Increase the chance by 10% to get more drops. That could help you get enchants or more potions or stuff like that. Hatch speed, makes hatch quicker and all these. So make sure you guys are looking through everything you have. If you do not have something, do not worry. It just means that you've not found it yet. Everything that you can get from here, everything I have here plus more, is all from breakables. But I guess it's a very, very difficult chance to get them. So that's obviously that. Gonna see if I've missed anything of value right now. Alright, so basically I've covered everything that's in the game. Obviously if I've missed anything, please comment down below. And if I've actually missed it, I will pin it so you guys can see. But yeah, just a few other things as well. Spawn chest, make sure you get that because you can get like potions and all sorts. The index over here, if you go over to the rewards, you can get obviously, a fruit box, more fruit boxes, potion boxes, all sorts. So make sure you're doing that. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It is very simple and it just basically take time. It's a tapping game, so it's not going to be quick. Obviously, if you're free to play, it's not going to be quick. Other thing I could say, only thing I could say is just AFK the game. Honestly, just if you're gonna go bed or go do something, just turn your laptop, PC, whatever on, and just AFK, and you can come back to obviously loads and loads of rebirths and more taps per tap. Yeah. So yeah, that's actually. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and like. Comment down below any tips or suggestions, and I'll see you guys in a later video. Peace, guys.